I think what's happening. Propaganda.
The fact of the matter is that this is essentially a Tea Party downgrade.
This is a Tea Party problem. I think they're totally unreasonable.
I believe this is, without question, the Tea Party downgrade.
The Democrats are always saying that there needs to be more compromise and that we need to get together. And almost before they finish their sentence, they crack off with the divisive language of blaming the Republicans and the Tea Party.
That's him! He shot Cyrus!
That's crazy. I didn't do nothing.
The Warriors did it! The Warriors did it!
Let me reiterate this point about the Tea Party folk. We're just as disenchanted with people who call themselves Republican as anybody. Republicans haven't been representing us. They've been acting like liberals. Again, the problem with our economy is liberalism. Liberalism causes liberal taxing, liberal spending, liberal regulatory fees, and so on. And liberalism costs more than it pays, period. Liberalism has affected both sides of the aisle in terms of fiscal policy, and unfortunately, liberalism is more and more infecting Republicans in the social aspect too. And you've got Republicans out there believing that we should stay away from the social conservative issues. Wow, that sounds like a great idea. It's obviously worked like a charm for Republicans to stay away from the fiscal conservatism. If I wanted liberalism to succeed, I'd vote for Democrats. I vote Republican because it's supposed to be the party that conserves our republic. And I'll say it again, I'm not going to stop being a Republican just because other Republicans are screwing up. These people who are failing to stick to principles don't hold sway on me being a Republican or not. It's the principles of conserving our republic that I base being a Republican on. So the left wing refers to the Tea Party as terrorists and accuses us of holding people hostage. People are being totally hypnotized by the left-wing media. They tell the masses this myth, and people believe that the Tea Party is a terrorist group, despite the fact that the Tea Party hasn't harmed or killed anybody. People are repeating after the media that the Tea Party are hostage takers, yet nobody's life is in danger by the Tea Party. I guess while we're at it, why don't we refer to employers as people who are holding people hostage? Because they won't pay them until the employees meet the conditions of fulfilling their job description during the pay period. Or refer to karate instructors as hostage holders because they won't promote a student to rainbow belt until the student demonstrates a standard level of human-to-human combat skills. But that's Democrats for you. And if you dare speak out against Democrats in power, then you're a menace. Martin Luther King was a menace to the Democrat Party. The Democrat Lyndon B. Johnson referred to Martin Luther King as that goddamn nigger preacher. The Democrat Senator Robert Byrd referred to Martin Luther King as a troublemaker. Martin Luther King was fighting against the racist legislation that was imposed by Democrats and the Vietnam War engaged in under a Democrat administration. And to the Democrats, Martin Luther King was a menace and a troublemaker. And how did the Democrats deal with this troublemaker and his followers? They put them in jail, they released dogs on them, and they opened up fire hoses on them. The same hateful attitude that the Democrat Party had for Martin Luther King for challenging the Democrats on their policies is reflected in the Democrats today hating the Tea Party for challenging them on their policies. And if Martin Luther King were alive today, the Democrats would refer to him as a terrorist too. Martin Luther King was an extremist in their eyes, and the Democrats extremely hated him for it. So take heart, Tea Party. The Democrats hate you, just as they hated Martin Luther King, and they're ramping up the rhetoric against you. Y'all, this is a prime example of their rhetoric and how the left dramatizes every issue.
Because Marvin Clayton. Wait, She hit it right in his eye. She hit it right in the eye.
Then Newsweek puts up this picture of Michelle Bachmann that looks like Stuart Smalley in drag on the cover of their magazine and calls her the Queen of Rage. Oh, I think there's plenty of whacked out women on the left that could wear that crown. They could have started with Whoopi Goldberg, and with Whoopi, they wouldn't have to Photoshop her eyebrows out to make her look weird. They could have crowned Sheila Jackson Lee. She was Eveline, the Wicked Witch in The Wiz. They could have crowned Barbara Boxer or Joy Behar. They could have made Bill Maher or Chris Matthews the Queen of Rage. Michelle Bachmann hardly qualifies for that crown. For those who are trying to say that the Tea Party won, and because we won, there's now a Tea Party downgrade, let me tell you why we didn't win. We didn't win because Congress has proved that when the debt ceiling is raised, Congress takes it as a license to spend more liberally, tax more liberally, and borrow more liberally, and get us deeper in debt. You liberals love Einstein so much. Well, didn't Einstein say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? Well, you liberals keep doing the same things over and over again, and the one stepping up to stop the pattern of insanity is the Tea Party. The Tea Party was the one saying, don't raise the debt ceiling again. The Tea Party is called nuts by the real nuts who keep doing the same things over and over again, producing the same negative results while hoping the results will change. They're oh so strange.